Hello everybody. Thought I'd try something a little bit different today. Um, I'll play a little bit of Minecraft, but I didn't want to play Spool. I wanted to go to bed. Wonder if, but while I'm wandering around on Minecraft, I wanted to talk about one of my favorite shows and give one of my fan theories. Don't know how many of you have been watching ReZero. Great anime series, by the way. Dark and but amazing writing. And I have a fan theory I want to say, and was like my quickest way to get it out, is I think they're getting close to probably revealing some of it. Sorry if you hear my cat complaining in the background. He hates it when anything other than him gets attention. So technically this is your fault. But anyway, I have a theory, and any of you that follow the show will be able to know. In the very first episode, when Subaru meets Amelia for the first time, she actually introduces herself as Satella. Now, a lot of people have theorized that this was just to try to scare him off, but I don't think that's the case. I think that first time, it was Satella. I know, right? And that basically, after that death, when they get to the loot house, she basically awakens to her abilities, but it's too late to save Subaru. He's already dead. So she basically spends the time building up power so she can create an alternate reality where he's alive. I think maybe initially he just somehow came to their world by accident, but he happened to bump into her. I know there may have been crazier fan theories out there, but some of my justification for this is because if you notice, between the first and second cycles, it's one of the few times where things change, where it's not constant. And the main thing that's different is Amelia's reaction to being called Satella. Because, Puck clearly says that only a crazy person would want to be called Satella or even use that name. So I think that's what happened. And are you ready for some even more crazy fan theoriness? The other witches are aspects of Satella. Basically, in order to become the innocent Amelia again and be back with Subaru, she purged all of these aspects of herself, and they became different witches, which she then killed. Now, I just watched the anime, so this is not going off of anything from the light novel. This is just from what I've seen on the show. But I think, at least as things stand now, that this theory kind of holds water. I mean, it makes sense, especially for whoever's like current to, I think it's episode 12 of season 2. Well, here, this is going to start getting spoilery for anyone that hasn't seen that far, so just here's your warning, so don't get mad at me. But in season 12 there, they hint at the possibility that Subaru is not actually going back in time whenever he dies. That he is instead going to an alternate reality where he hasn't died yet. Basically to an alternate reality to where it's back to wherever that save point is at that moment in time. Which would explain a lot. But that could also explain how Amelia and Satella both exist. Now, as for why, the innocent girl he met at the beginning would be the Witch of Envy. Now, that's a good question. And, that, with what we have so far, I can only speculate. But perhaps, if she survived that encounter and he did not, and after that she became all powerful but unhappy, she could have been envious of everybody else who, even though they didn't have the power she did, they were able to live normal, happy lives and be with the ones they loved and cared about. Just a thought, At least that's how my brain is rationalizing it. I do really love the show, though. Y'all let me know if any of you are fans of it and want to hear more weird theories. At least that's my main one. Well, it's kind of two. That the first time you see Amelia and she introduces herself as Satella, it's because she is Satella. And then, beyond that, all the witches are actually born from Amelia as well. They are different aspects of herself that she got rid of in order to revert back to the girl that had been with Subaru. And again, talking about recent episodes from season 2, so again, spoiler warning, that could be why she can't handle the trial that deals with her past, because it's basically telling her exactly that she is Satella. There. And she can't cope with that. And that basically whenever she wakes back up, and it's one of the loops where Subaru isn't there, it allows that aspect of her to take over again, especially considering where the trial takes place is where the spirits of the witches are held. So it only makes sense that Satella may be there as well. Now, if I get into some other stuff, here's some other big questions that are going on right now. What is Rosewall's plan, and what is his stake in all this? Because from recent developments, it would seem as though he might be intentionally trying to draw out Satella, But then again, you know, as Roswell always does, it goes back and forth. It's really, I think, almost intentionally so hard to read in that way. It could be that he's trying to draw out Satella, or that he's trying to force Amelia to deal with that aspect of herself so she could actually have access to her full abilities. But he has to be careful about it, because if it happens in a bad way and she loses it, then as per contract, Puck basically tries to destroy the world and her, because she doesn't want to go back to that. At least that's the way I interpret it. But yeah, as for which he's going for, it's really hard to say. So, I know this is weird to be playing Minecraft, but not really playing. I'm just walking in circles and making paths, but oh well. It's actually making it look a little nicer. But, what are any of your thoughts on the way ReZero is going? I would say try to keep it to what's been revealed in the anime so far, because I've already given spoiler warnings as for that. Don't, if you've read ahead, please don't spoil anything. You would not only be spoiling it for other people in the comments, you'd be spoiling it for me as well. This is all just food for thought, not really asking for confirmation or anything. And speaking of stuff, I know everybody loves to ship. Who's your best girl on there? I know people love Rim for good reason. I don't know. I think they've added too many now to pick one definitively, because you haven't gotten to know some of them very well yet. But I do like Rim's character. These guys just hang out in my house all day. Even though there's literally no reason for him to be there anymore. So I took out the barrels just to be on the safe side. No, no, no! Oh, that sucks. Because he got me at the doorway. Oh, this is really gonna suck, because I'm sure y'all can tell this is a Bedrock Edition, which means it didn't drop everything, it just blew up. So there were losses. I have to get some more cobble and polished granite. Darn creeper. Oh! And it blew up the buttons. Which means I'm gonna have to tear down my own door. those creepers. Oh man, can you just give me 5 minutes, game, to fix this? And they didn't even let me steal his fancy hat. Oh man, it blew my fence all up, my porch. And now there's a freaking Enderman. I hear him. Tearing up my house. Oh god. Just go away. Nobody likes you. What do you do, game? Oh, this is gonna be aggravating. I'm gonna have to make the buttons first. I always forget where they put the buttons. Why is it scrolling through the thing? All this works just because of a creeper. That's gonna be oak wood, isn't it? I know they're gonna be mismatched, but seriously? Alright, it's finally fixed-ish. Anywho, what was I talking about? Ah, man, I hate it when that happens. Totally throws you off your groove. But yeah, those are some of my ReZero theories. Let me know if you guys want to hear me talk more about this kind of stuff as I attempt to play. I didn't get too much done today, but oh well. I just mainly wanted to talk. And apparently get blown up. That seems to be what the game thinks I wanted to do. I'll connect these two paths. That'll give me something to do here. You'll notice I don't plan things out very much. I just kind of go for it. There, we got a bit of a pathway now. Let's see if we can fancy this up a little bit. I know my inventory is a mess. There we go. Makes it look a little worn. Let's see, what else do I have the materials to actually accomplish? I need to go to bed again. Seems like the day hours are even shorter than they used to be. Alright, now I don't need this many for what I'm trying to do. Good. Not only is it messing me with the zombies, it's Placing things wrong. Same on this side. That way this road can just look like it has a bit of drainage. Darn you, Minecraft. There we go. There we have some dimensionality now. What else should I do? I know something I want to start doing over here. So I want to make this actually into a pond. Dirt. Sorry, this bit's not very exciting. Yeah, that's a nice little rough layout for it. I'm gonna extend that just a little more so it isn't so close to the house. I need to see if I have the iron for a bucket. Yes, I do. Actually, where did those go? I'm gonna keep those. Oh, this seems silly to do when the water's right there, but it'll save me time in the long run. There we go, that's one layer. Fill in water. That's a bad spot for you to be. There we go. Not bad for a day's work. And we got our little pond. Is that already another day? It sure is. Do y'all like the little loft bedroom idea? I don't know, that's just something I thought up. I hadn't seen anyone else do anything like that. I figured it was a good way to like maximize the space. mutton. Oh, somehow I missed a spot. I blame the pig. There we go. I just want to make like a little gazebo out here on the water. Have to make some more of those in a bit. That's at least a start. Let's see. I think for now, though, for the moment, I am going to call it a day. I have friends beckoning me to other games. But if y'all have any suggestions or anything, please feel free to comment and let me know. And in the meantime, I will see you all later.